Hi, it's Jen again. Welcome back to Cooking with the King Family Cookbook. Since summer is here and everyone's out of school and people are getting ready to have family barbecues and picnics and things, I decided to make picnic baked beans, which comes from the kitchen of Carolyn and Zan, cute king cousins Carolyn and Zan. And there's a story attached to this one. It's not really a story, it's just sort of a tale of the King family. The King family would find any excuse to have a picnic. I can vouch for that. Memorial Day, Veterans Day, even Groundhog Day. We'd choose a park, bring kites if it was windy, frisbees, baseball equipment, a football, because there were so many of us, usually about 50 to 60, would come out to a picnic. It was a perfect setup for relay races. We'd line up for a sack race, three-legged race, pull your team through the hula hoop race, squeeze the sponge full of water into a bucket race, egg and spoon race. You name it, we played it. Of course, each team included kids of all ages and some older folks too. Then we'd end up playing a rousing game of charades with the movie, song, and book titles created by the opposing team. It was intense competition, but lots of laughs too. No one can forget Uncle Alvino trying to act out the song Vaya con Dios, which had to have been pretty funny. Anyway, so we always did huge, big family picnics. And so seeing as how the sun is out and it's summer, we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna start, it's really simple. This is a crock pot recipe. And simple stuff is always the best, right? So we're not like soaking beans overnight or doing anything like that. We're using canned stuff and mixing it all together and making it fantastic. So this calls for 1 large can pork and beans, and I couldn't find 1 large can, so I grabbed 2 small cans. 1 can kidney beans, 1 can pinto beans, a 28 ounce can of diced tomatoes, 1/2 cup brown sugar. We'll start there and then we'll do the rest in a minute, okay? Okay, so in this recipe we have to drain all the cans of the tomatoes and the beans really well. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dump them in this colander, let everything sort of seep out. We'll dump them in the crock pot. So we've mixed all of our beans, our diced tomatoes. I threw in 1/2 cup of brown sugar. This is what it looks like. Come on, that looks really good, doesn't it?
Oh, I love the different colors.
I know. And then we've got 1 large onion chopped going in, and 1/2 cup of molasses, which I have right here. I think these are going to be like a very sweet, dark bean. I think it's going to be so tasty. I don't want to miss out on any of that molasses.
And how much Diet Coke goes in it?
That's all for me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna mix this up and then we'll finish off with the last of our ingredients and then we just let it heat up. How easy is that? It's gonna be good. Our final ingredient is 1 to 2 tablespoons mustard, just based on what you like it to taste like. And then you put it in the crock pot on low for several hours until it just sort of bubbles and all the flavors meld. Should we put an extra one in here, I think?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need another thing of mustard. All right, so we've let all of our ingredients simmer in the crock pot for a few hours. This is what it looks like, if my trusty cameraman wouldn't mind coming in. How's that look? Come on, doesn't that look amazing? And hopefully I don't burn myself, but here's the final test. Those are good. You would definitely be happy if you got that at a picnic. That's all I'm saying. So, thank you for tuning in. Picnic baked beans a la King family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good weekend.